continuar, ¿no? Lo último que hicimos fue hacer una medicina para un enano, pero encontrar algún tipo de líquido en el que ponerle la medicina. Como no quiere café, me quedé un rato investigando a ver si encontraba algo. No encontré nada, pero nos vamos a poner con lo de las invitaciones, a ver si por ahí conseguimos algo para poder avanzar por esa otra parte. ¡Ay, el ratoncito! Vale. ¿Ves? Esto lo podemos conectar y esto parece que va pasando lo que es el tema del zumo, pero es que no me deja... No me deja... No me deja pillar zumo, ¿no?
I'm sure my mug is an all-purpose weapon, but it won't help me here.
Entonces, pues... No sé si pretenderán que coja
I'm
agua
sure
de aquí, ¿no? Ni idea. Vámonos a entregar las cartas mejor, porque del arroyo tampoco puedo coger agua. No sé cómo coger las bayas de aquí tampoco. Probé con la cuchara, no sirvió. Pero bueno, vamos a darle las cartas a Platón y a ver si puedo por algún lado terminar de...
Could you deliver this for me?
I would love to do that. But now my bike's got stuck here and there's nothing I can do about it. That means I can't deliver the mail. I've never been this late on my round.
Bueno, yo la verdad es que no esperaba que esto fuera un fracaso absoluto. Yo esperaba dárselas y decir, vale, las tengo, ok, ahora mi bici. Pero no, no ha sido así.
If that freezes as well.
Oh, forget it then.
All right.
Es que no sé, me piden un conjuro de fuego, pero es que no... Es que no tengo. El truco de la moneda tampoco funciona.
Okay, I really shouldn't do this. If only Mr. Churchmouse hadn't tied that thread to my
¿Qué?
key. The temptation is just too great. It worked! Like with the gumball machine next to my school. Not that I would know. I've just heard things.
Se me acaba de romper la mente, o sea, juraba y perjuraba que ya había intentado eso, era lo único que dije, no va a servir, lo he intentado en otros sitios y no me ha dejado. Pues... Bueno, solo he tardado 25 minutos en darme cuenta, eso es bueno, ¿no? No. Por Dios, que alguien me mate. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué demonios ha funcionado?
The last keg of blue juice.
Sí, sí,
And a little
cógelo,
sticker.
cógelo, anda, cógelo. Cógelo que...
Take a jug for some good luck. Now, the last keg of blue juice. I'd better be careful with it. Nothing needs to be tapped from there. That smells good. There, I stirred in the medicine. I wonder if it tastes good like that.
No puede ser. Es que no puede ser. A ver, ya lo único que quedaba era probar todos y cada uno de los objetos a la desesperada en la máquina. Te quiero decir, era el único líquido diferente que había en todo este escenario. Quitando el agua del arroyo que no la quiere pillar. O sea, es que era eso o no era nada. Anda, 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 tómate lo que me tienes contenta. Tómate lo que me tienes contenta.
Blue juice smells delicious. But this isn't just blue juice. I can smell something else too.
Of course. It also contains dwarf cold medicine.
Oh!
Well, why don't you just take the mug?
Bah! With a dwarf cold, it is impossible to move. If you weren't so clueless, you would know that.
A wood dwarf is not an easy patient.
My arms are so heavy. My legs are so heavy. Even my lips are heavy.
Me lo quiero cargar. Es que me lo quiero cargar. Es que lo voy a matar, lo juro.
Yeah, that's the way I always take my cough syrup.
Sí, es que no había otra combinación.
Here's some blue juice medicine to help with your bad dwarf cold. Say ah.
Dios mío, qué coche.
Our blue juice. The original. Delicious.
Some colours already returning to your cheeks.
And tomorrow we will see to the harvest.
You should stay in bed.
In bed. Stay in bed. Sleep at last. No sore throat. No dwarf cold. And no dwarf cough.
Exactly.
Anya. You must go to Anya.
That's quite far away, you know.
Take Tunnel 47.
Tunnel 47? This one. What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
Dwarf secret. You must go to Anya. Tell her thanks. Starting tomorrow, there will be blue juice.
Al igual que cuando estaba enfermo, tío. La pegó 2 caladitas a la pipa.
The dwarves are going to produce blue juice again, and Anya can go ahead and prepare for the Treetop Festival. Now all I have to do is send out the invitations.
Ay, Jerry ha curado al enano. Por fin, el zumo azul vuelve a inundar Bosquerratón. Me cago en la leche. Ah, mira.
You must be kidding! A shortcut? Couldn't somebody have told me that sooner?
Anya. Anya. Anya.
Welcome back.
About the blue juice.
How wonderful. Uli's medicine is bound to work. Customers have been asking for days when there'll be blue juice again. And we're going to need lots of blue juice for the early Treetop Festival.
See you later.
Take care. I'm already here, Honey Tripper.
Claro, yo tenía razón. Hay que quitar la nieve con el café caliente, pero como no te da tiempo,
No,
tienes que ir
no,
por
no,
el, tienes que ir por aquí, por la casa de los enanos. Tío, pero ponme algo, yo que sé, ponme... Si hubiese conseguido llegar antes, dime algo, no me lo dejes ahí en plan de lo has usado, no vale para nada. ¿O te olvidas de eso? Bueno.
Too bad I don't like coffee.
Yo que sé, que una vez que yo uso algo lo descarto, en plan de ¿para qué lo voy a hacer si no sirve? Pues yo que sé. Es que esto ya lo hice antes, pero llegó frío. Yo vine con el café ardiendo, pero cuando llegas aquí...
You're not just gonna pour it on the ground, are you? Anya's coffee is wood famous and so good. Her?
We're going to use it to free your bike.
We are.
Es que esto yo ya lo intenté en su momento, prácticamente al principio.
It worked!
Claro que funciona.
See, Plato?
Thank you, Jerry. Now I can finally get back in the saddle and deliver the mail. I heard you would like to send out invitations.
Yes. I'm supposed to send invitations for the Treetop Festival to all the citizens of Mousewood.
Really? That's a lot of invitations. But friends are supposed to help each other out. And you've already helped me out more than once. I'll be waiting for you here. Bring me your invitations and I'll distribute them for you.
Thanks, Plato.
No, I need to thank you. You helped me even though you didn't know me. You're a true tree walker. Her?
Es que yo ya esto lo había intentado. Yo una de las primeras cosas que hice cuando vi la bicicleta fue coger el café caliente y llegar hasta aquí. ¿Qué pasa? El camino es tan largo que el café se enfría. Y como se enfriaba, pues yo ya lo descarté porque dije, nah, no puede ser esto, no sé qué. Ya lo he intentado, no puede ser esto. ¿Qué pasa? De esto hace horas. O sea, si hubiese jugado de seguido, de esto hubiese hecho horas. O sea que, dime tú cómo me acuerdo yo de volver a intentar algo que ya ha fallado. Es que, no sé, bueno, ¿lo vamos a hacer? Ya eso, Sí, totalmente. Totalmente cosas que pasan. Toma, Platón, compañero. Envíalas ya que tenéis aburrida ya que te estoy diciendo.
That's a lot of invitations. But friends are supposed to help each other out. And you've already helped me out more than once. Her? I'd better get going. There's so much to do. Like I always say, a single hop is not that hard.
Uy, que sí.
And many hops in a row can get you anywhere. But we could use my bike as well.
Your bicycle?
Sure, if you want to travel faster through Mousewood and its surroundings. Just call on me. Then I'll give you a ride on my mail bike. Just use this clicker frog with one of the golden post horns that you find everywhere in Mousewood. Whenever you're in a hurry, just sound its legendary call. Then I'll come flying by on my fateful bike and take you wherever you need to go.
Flying?
Riding, I mean.
Wow, thank you.
But I won't do this for just anyone, so keep it to yourself.
Oh, vale, Manny, que vaya bien.
And where would you like to go now? Woohoo! Hello, Jerry. Well, where to?
Es que con este puedo llegar a sitios. Que vaya bien. O a sitios que no he ido antes. Esto así. Que ni este me suena.
I'm afraid I can't take you.
Oh, vaya.
The river's burst its banks there. I'm afraid I can't take you.
¿Pero qué hay aquí?
Let's go. Hang on tight, Jerry.
Ah, no, aquí es donde estoy.
See you later.
Vale, me ha soltado en el mismo sitio.
I can use that to call Plato at one of the Golden Post horns. Then he'll whisk me away on his bike.
Woohoo! Hello, Jerry. Well, where to?
¿Qué va? Me llegué a tomar frente.
Let's go. Hang on tight, Jerry.
Vale,
See you later.
Mani, si la quieres ver editado y todo eso, lo puedes ver en mi canal de YouTube. Que el juego está muy bien. Vale, nota mental. Además de que hay que mirar todo muy bien, intentar cosas que ya haya intentado antes. He terminado por fin.
Jerry, you have sent the invitations and ordered the blue juice, and in doing so, you have healed a dwarf, rescued little Ursula, and experienced much more. You are indeed developing into a genuine tree walker. Now we will begin with the magical part of your training.
And then comes the Treetop Festival. We're looking forward to the blue juice, so hurry up with your training, Nestling.
Ever since I can remember, the Treetop Festival has been held here once a year. Ooh, it serves to celebrate kindness, family, and courage, and most definitely not magic.
Isn't it now?
¡Qué genial!
Go forth, young hazelnut.
What is this place?
The Hall of Apprentices. A living place, created by magic. Hidden between two moments in time.
But is it supposed to be so cold in here?
I feel it too. It seems that no one has been here for far too long. And even in Mousewood, almost no one remembers us. Only the elderly.
How long's it been since you were last here?
Too long, it seems. It's up to us to keep the tradition alive. The Hall of Apprentices is a place of transition. Your training begins here, today, and it will end here. Everything takes place under the protection of the first tree.
The first tree? Is it this one?
That is only a statue. The first tree is the oldest tree in this region. It watches over the woods, over the portal trees. It holds this world together. Trees like it are so old that they already exist in other spheres. Their roots reach into dreams, into fantasy.
So where is the first tree?
You may have already visited it in your dreams, but the clearing in which it stands is concealed. The paths which lead there are hidden, like this room. Once your training is complete, I will lead you to the clearing. That is the tradition. But first, you must finish your training, and to do that, we must get this thing working.
The first tree.
¿Qué lugar más extraño? Parece que el marqués es incapaz de arreglar la máquina. ¡Holi, Sara! Voy a aprovechar para guardar la partida y para ir al baño un segundito. O sea, se ha bugueado de una forma. Lo siento, pero es que si no se ve absolutamente nada, me parece absurdo.
No idea what that is, but there are two of them. The first tree. Somehow this stone tree radiates something very good and warm, even though it's so cold here.
a ver si ahora el Marqués de Joto no desaparece. Lo pondré de bloopers.
Fits.
Not bad at all. But the thing still won't work.
There.
But now let me get back to work.
Let's see if it's as easy as fishing change out of the gutter. It worked!
¿Por qué te bugueas? Pues nada, yo lo siento, pero se va a quedar así.
Wonderful!
¡Funciona! ¡Maravilloso! Muy buen trabajo.
The electromagical apparatus is uncoupled from the flow of time. It processes information from the past and future and prints it out in pictures on cards pressed from the leaves of portal trees.
Vale, básicamente ha dicho que la energía tanto del pasado como del futuro está fluyendo en la máquina y eso es lo que ha hecho que salgan las cartas esas. Así muy resumido.
These 16 cards can already tell you a lot about your training, if you understand how to read them. But these cards are like dreams. Everyone should interpret them for themselves.
The machine.
Unusual. Another card. What does it show?
Vale, ha dicho que las cartas son necesarias para su entrenamiento como caminar árboles y que qué raro que ha salido una carta de más, que eso no suele ser normal. Y la carta es una carta de él.
Ooh! Somebody's floating there. That's a ghost.
A ghost, Jerry? I don't think so. Or have you left your body behind for good this time, magician of Mousewood?
I can feel my leg going numb not far from here. No, I appear to have retained my body, even if it isn't.
Que no, que es un antiguo mago, que no es.
Itchy. Tell me, Marquis, how did you escape?
Escape, magician? I bring an apprentice. I'm pleased to see you, and to know that the Hall of Apprentices is protected.
So, you are bringing an apprentice. Tell him he shall visit me in my house.
What does the floating man want from me?
He's the guardian of the portals.
Es
Your
un guardián de
training
portales,
begins.
dice.
Take the key, Jerry.
Y que coja la
You
llave.
must visit the magician of Mousewood. It won't be easy to wake him, but soon after, you'll learn your first spell.
Vale, que debo visitarlo en Bosquerratón y que me enseñará un hechizo. Anda, mira, el Marqués de Joto ha vuelto. Deja de buguearse. Ay, qué lindos los ratoncitos.
They're back.
Seek the lock to the key which the ghost lost in the Hall of Apprentices. Behind the door, you'll meet an old friend of mine. See you soon.
La aparición fantasmal del Salón de los Aprendices ha perdido una llave. ¿Dónde encajará? A la vez que se imprimen 17 cartas encantadas en el Salón de los Aprendices, empieza el aprendizaje de Jerry. Ah, bueno, estas las cartas. Pensé que está bien.
It reminds me of a door I saw, but where was it?
Está claro de dónde es la llave. Vamos a guardar porque está bugueado, ¿vale? Es que no puedo hacer que salga. Os vais a tener que conformar con mi traducción apurada. Yo ya lo siento, pero es que el Marqués de Joto se buguea ahí por algún motivo. Vale, pues no tengo que ir andando.
me. Hello, Jenny. Well,
Oli.
where to?
Vale,
Let's go. Hang on
creo que
tight,
es ahí,
Jenny.
no estoy segura, pero...
See you later.
No, no importa. Voy andando mejor. Aquí era donde quería llegar, pues supongo que no me podía soltar aquí. Así que el señor Molena vive aquí.
Yikes! The key just dissolved into thin air, but now the door is open. What sort of place is this? Everything is so huge. It's enough to make you dizzy.
A las afueras de la ciudad, guión TA2. ¿Qué demonios?
This stone looks strange.
This is a picture column from the Hall of Apprentices.
Oh, where did that voice come from? It sounds familiar.
In the Hall of Apprentices, there is a column for every apprentice who was trained here in these woods. But this one here was spat out by the Hall a long time ago.
Oh, vaya.
I found it deep in the woods. And now I'm trying to unravel its secret. Banishment by the Hall caused the picture to burst into 32 magic drops of dew, which are now spread all over Mousewood. Those who are able to understand the whisper of the rocks can ask the column itself how many drops are still missing. If someone collected all 32 drops, the dew could form the image of the expelled apprentice.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Another drop. A huge abandoned train station.
Tienen que quedar un montón, porque creo que todavía tiene que haber sitio en Bosquerratón.
In the Hall of Apprentices, but this one I found it deep in the wood. Banishment, those who are if someone...
Wow!
Son 32. Que tú sabes las que llevo.
Wow! A gigantic living room for a giant. Although seeing as I'm the size of a mouse, maybe it's not so big after all. I wonder who lives here. Ugh, it smells a bit like old socks in here. Wow, this is high. I'll take that. Still smells okay. A giant chunk of chocolate.
Oh, Dios mío, mi sueño hecho realidad.
I also took the tinfoil. There's also a bed here for little people. We have a plant like that at home too. Too bad. I can't move the stick with my hands. Otherwise it would reach to the clock. Oh, somebody's sleeping there. That's probably the friend I'm supposed to wake. Hey! Nothing. It's enormous. When it rings, it must make a humongous noise. Too bad it's so far away. Hey! Wake up! Nothing. Good idea.
Con el gancho todo se puede. Ya.
Uh-oh.
Perfecto.
I'd say that worked pretty well. It looks like that's the thing that goes cuckoo. The joint is rusted. Won't move.
Vaya.
It smells like my model train. I'd better not touch it with my bare hands. The cuckoo didn't do anything. I think the clock is broken. Oh, great. Even that's gigantic. It's enormous. When it rings, it must make a humongous...
Ah, que está pasando el tren. Yo pensando que era el cuco, ¿vale? A ver. ¿Puedo unir eso con el gancho?
I better be careful. I better...
No.
That doesn't need it. That doesn't... Silver foil. The cuckoo didn't do anything. I think the clock is broken. Oh, great. It's enormous. When it rings... That doesn't... That...
¿Con qué lo puedo unir?
A giant chunk of chocolate. It gleams like a treasure. It's light and easy to shape. A suit of silver foil would be really cool. A clean cloth napkin. I have to be careful or the chocolate will melt in my hand. That's what Mum always says. I have to be careful. That's what Mum...
Vale, la mancha de aceite hay que hacer algo con ella. Vale.
There. Now it's fixed.
Ahí está.
Now the cookie should have a voice again. Oh, something fell out of the clockwork. Well, it's probably not an important part.
Yes.
It almost looks like a key, but I don't think you can lock anything with it. That won't do it.
Bueno. No sabía que esto
that was
funcionaba
loud.
así.
Let's see if it woke the giant.
O sea, yo tengo uno roto, pero no sabía que funcionaba así.
Oh man, he's still asleep. Hey, wake up!
Oh, dash it all.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Ah, mira.
Hello? I was just trying to repair your clock so I could...
Did your teacher tell you to do that?
No. Why would he?
Old magician of Mousewood. I see my apprentice has...
Did you put him up to that?
No, really.
All right. Ow, my head. Wait 1 second. I bid you welcome, Jeremiah Hazelnut. So, you are the rabbit's new apprentice.
A tree walker in the making, indeed.
Oh, so you aren't a ghost.
No, not really.
Haru Molina, the magician of Mousewood, is a master of active sleep. When he sleeps, his waking spirit goes wandering.
Dios mío.
Wow, that's cool.
Perhaps one day he can instruct you in his art.
Haru. No one has spoken that name in a long time. Yes, it has been a long time. A very long time since an apprentice has been trained in Mousewood.
Really? That long?
We should make ourselves somewhat more comfortable, old friend. Young Hazelnut, I hear that you have already proven yourself as a tree walker in Mousewood. Your next test will be to pass the 4 portals of Mousewood. Behind each of the portals, you will learn a spell.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
But first, there is something you need to return.
What's that?
Pardon me, but I think you have my book.
Oh, yeah, the mouse with the backpack gave it to me.
Thank you. It is very valuable to me. Now, I would like to write one about you. I collect stories, you know.
Hasta luego.
Who was that? Oh, he seemed familiar to me, but I can't recall why.
Only a wood sprite, a close acquaintance of mine. You should rest, Jerry. This has been a long day for you.
Sí, hijo, sí.
Rest for a little while.
If you say so. I...
And he's asleep.
Old friend, what in all the worlds are you doing here?
I am training a tree walker.
That is not what I meant. I say this in all friendship. It is impossible for you to be here, believe me.
Nothing is impossible.
You slept all night.
No todo el día.
Yeah,
De
but
noche
not
es
too
ahora.
well. I miss my bed.
Be brave, Jeremiah Hazelnut. Magicians have to be strong.
Your next test will be to pass the 4 portals of Mousewood. Behind each of the portals, you will learn a spell.
Okay.
From now on, you can switch back and forth between day and night
Gracias.
by sleeping in a hammock or reading this magic book.
Cambia entre el día y la noche pulsando el icono del libro con el sol y la luna a la derecha de tu inventario. Sí.
It can enthrall you for hours, making time appear to pass in an instant.
Return to the portal tree through which we came to Mousewood. There you will learn your first spell.
I'm sure you already have your cards, don't you, Jerry?
Yes.
Do you know how to play quartets?
Yeah. No.
I will show you.
A new game, a new chance.
You can use the magic cards from the Hall of Apprentices to play a game. Here in Mousewood, the game is known as quartets. This game consists of 32 cards belonging to 8 quartets or families, and of course 4 cards per quartet. If you do not yet have 32 cards, the other player will lend you some to make your deck complete. The goal of the game is to obtain as many complete quartets as possible. Every player starts with 10 cards. The 12 remaining cards lie concealed in the stack and will be picked up later.
Choose a card.
It's your turn. You now get to ask for one of the other player's cards, but only cards from quartets where you own at least one card yourself. First pick the family and then the card. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for which you want to ask.
Let's see what card you've got there.
Vale, es obvio, quiero una de trébol.
This card. I bet you've got it.
If the other player doesn't have the card you asked for, then you draw a card from the stack, and it's the other player's turn to ask for one of your cards.
Vale.
If the other player has the card you asked for, then you receive the card and get to keep asking. So you see, it's important to remember which cards you've already asked for and which cards the other player has taken from you so far. This will allow you to predict with some certainty what cards are in the other player's hand. The better your memory, the better
Ay,
your
Dios
chances
mío,
of
yo no
winning.
tengo mucha memoria, pero bueno.
You can play with those cards, but their true worth does not lie in gambling. Still, I wish you luck.
Very well. Got a quartet. Let's see.
Vale, de lo que más tengo es de hojas. ¿Dos de hojas?
This card. I bet you've got it. Huh, I might have known.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. Choose a card.
¿Esto va a pasar mucho durante el juego?
This card. I bet you've got it. Huh, I might have known.
Vale, no tiene
Draw a
hojas.
card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent asks for a card.
¡No!
Draw a card. Choose a card.
I'm sure you've got this card.
Exciting! Draw a card. Opponent's
vaya.
turn. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card.
No, no.
Oh,
Creo que no
no.
me estoy enterando. ¡No!
Choose a card.
Let's see what card you've got there. This card. I bet you've got it. Very well.
Vale.
Let's see what card you've got there.
Necesito lo que me queda, pero él no ha robado, así que... Vamos a intentar ver si tiene alguna de estas.
This card. I bet you've got it. Very well.
Vale.
Let's see. This card. I bet you've got it.
Well played.
Vale.
Let's see what card you've got there.
Le he pedido moras, le he pedido el kanji, le he pedido este. No ha robado, así que... Puede que tenga alguna de estas.
I'm sure you've got this card. Haha. Let's see. This card. I bet you've got it. Very well.
Vale, ya tengo una pareja. O sea, un
Quartet.
cuarteto.
Let's see.
No has robado, es que cada vez... Voy a tener de estas, ya que no tiene ni de esta ni de esta.
I'm sure you've got this card. Yes, I did that on purpose.
Vaya.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card.
Me ha quitado la mora.
Opponent asks for a card.
Me está quitando las
Draw a
moras.
card. Choose a card.
I'm sure you've got this card. Oh, rats.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn.
Vale, tiene las dos moras que
Opponent
necesito. A ver si no
asks
me
for a
pide.
card.
¡No! ¡Dame mis hojas, maldito!
Opponent asks for a card.
¡No! ¿Qué va a hacer el cuarteto? ¡No!
Opponent asks for a card.
Maldita sea.
Oh, no.
Oh, me ha engañado.
Opponent asks for a card.
¡No! ¡Que me está quitando las moras ahora!
Opponent asks for a card.
Pues ya está.
Oh, no.
Opponent asks for a card. Opponent's quartet. Game over. Opponent's game.
Ooh, this isn't so easy.
Here in Mousewood, people like to play cards. If the people of Mousewood see your cards, they will be very eager to play with you. You can
No voy a estar todo el día jugando a la
find
carta, ¿vale?
additional secret cards, such as this.
But that's Mum.
Indeed. Remember, there are 4 cards in each quartet, just as there are 4 portal trees, inseparably connected. This star map can show you where they lie. Your mother is the second card in your quartet.
And the other 2?
You will understand my words soon enough, and then everything will change.
Adelante con el primer portal, el que lleva tu propio mundo. Llegaría a despertar al guardián de los portales, un viejo amigo del marqués. Ambos magos le ayudarán durante su aprendizaje.
A gigantic living room for a giant. Ugh, it smells a bit like old socks in here.
Ah, mira, las cartas están aquí.
Oh, so you aren't a ghost.
No, not really.
Aro Molina, the magician of Mousewood, is a master of active when he sleeps.
Wow, that's cool.
Perhaps one day.
Really?
It took me many years to learn active sleeping.
And ever since you've spent all your time snoring in bed, you're supposed to be keeping an eye on the portal trees.
It has grown quiet here in Mousewood for a long time. The portals have only been used now and then by single magical beings wandering between the worlds. You probably don't know about this, but I have long averted the greatest disaster for the portals. Until I saw you here, I thought I was just about the last of us.
Oh, come now. Can't you sense it? How the portals are opening and closing near and very, very far away, like the pulsing of stars in the night. How ideas, shapes, and beings wander between the worlds. There must be some of us among them.
Wow.
Oh.
About the map.
This map shows the 4 portals. On a clear night, you can compare the map with the starry sky out there on the dusty field roads, by the bridge over the Coldwater Brook.
Vale.
You have a wonderful view of the stars. As an apprentice, you must find and pass through these 4 portals. Your teacher and I will help you.
Sometimes you're big and sometimes you're small. Why is that?
You should always speak to your neighbors on an equal footing. And mine are mice and squirrels. The portal which you and your teacher passed through already decided on a size for you, made you small. I, on the other hand, can only transform to mouse size for brief periods of time to mingle with my neighbors, perhaps enjoy a coffee in Anya's cafe or chat with the Hedgehog brothers. Most of them don't believe in magic. They know portals and magical creatures only from fairy tales. Therefore, around here, I, the guardian of the portals, am known as nothing more than another oddball from the edge of town. But that is all right. That is what I have always been.
Todo el mundo me toma como el hippie del lugar, y es cierto.
See you later.
Be careful, young tree walker.
Return to the portal tree through which we came to Mousewood. There you will learn your first spell.
Is it really okay for me to be away from home for so long?
On a day in summer vacation, anything is possible. I promise you that you'll be back in time for dinner. Are you ready to trust me, Jeremiah Hazelnut?
What if I need help?
With the Advice Seeker, you can enter into contact with me through your thoughts.
Mentira!
I'll give you a hint that you will hopefully find
Mentira!
I'll get back to work then.
You have so much still ahead of you. Oh, I envy you. But there isn't much time. So hurry, Jerry Hazelnut.
Como miente el tío.
The old magician said I should use it near the bridge over the brook, when it's dark.
Vale, vámonos al portal que nos han dicho. Oh.
Good day.
More like good night.
What are you doing here?
I guard the city by night. That way everyone feels safe and can sleep in peace. Some have reported a fox roaming around the fields near the brook bridge. If I see it, I can poke it or sound the alarm. I also make sure the glow nuts in the city are still working.
There's glowy nuts that are always surrounded by lightning bugs.
Lightning bugs? Oh, you mean fireflies. I like fireflies. Our family makes the nuts by hand. The juice in the nuts glows like a female firefly.
Ah, I see.
Yes, it's a bit odd, but that attracts the little guys.
I'd really like to have a nut like that.
Me too. I don't have one at home myself. Unfortunately, they're very expensive, except for the town council and the Hare family. Hardly anyone can afford them, but now and then I look in on the Hare family when they're celebrating. When I see all the glow nuts and happy faces there, it warms my heart, no matter how cold the night is.
No sé si darme una vuelta para ver qué tal está la ciudad de noche o... ¿Pero qué demonios?
I love the way this flower reflects the moonlight.
¿Qué fiesta, no? ¿Se están pegando?
Hey, no you don't. Nobody comes in here without an invitation.
What? Why not?
Private party, capiche? You ever heard of one?
No. What does it mean?
It means that nobody who wasn't invited gets to join the celebration.
Oh, I see. Why didn't you just say so?
Ugh.
What are you celebrating?
Well, A birthday? What else? You don't know anything. Yeah, well, it's going to be a dull party without a cake.
What did you say?
Nothing. None of your business. Family matter.
Why are you standing out here all alone instead of joining in?
Because I have to wait here.
What are you waiting for?
For you to finally start minding your own business. When is Anya gonna deliver that blasted cake?
So, there's no cake at your party?
Yeah, that's right, you little wise guy. I don't know what's keeping Anya, but without cake, this party will be a disaster. But that's family business and only family business.
Where did you get those great party lights?
Well, they're glow nuts, of course. The night watchman's family makes them by hand, but that is none of your business. Just like everything else.
Okay.
How can I get a glow nut like that?
You can't just pick one of these up, you know. Only members of the city council or night watchmen can obtain them. They are sold to private persons only on extremely rare occasions. You'd have to belong to one of the most important and influential families in Mousewood, like the Hare family. Our family tree goes back to the beginning, a time that you can't even imagine, when it would have been unthinkable that someone like you...
Yeah, all right, I get it. What does private party mean again?
That means that everyone who has no business here should shut their trap and go away.
Well, he's definitely in the mood for a party. Well then, have a good time. I don't mind being excluded.
Finally. Hey, no you don't. Nobody comes in here without an invitation.
Well then, I don't mind.
Finally.
Anda, mira, si está aquí de fiesta el señor del ayuntamiento. Y estos cuatro quizás son desarrolladores. ¡Uy! Estos dos se están dando un besito. Y estos dos están bebiendo. Y este está saludando a cámara. ¡Hola!
Locked. Looks like it's still life. Looks like it's...
¿Qué es esto?
It looks like the town hall is closed at night too.
Do you think it'll be better than building a shelf?
From what Church Mouse Senior's told me, it'll be even better than planning a bench.
Do you think it'll be...
From what...
Don't worry, this time Junior isn't after your piggy bank, he's after your sanity. This show will give him a second source of income, along with dealing in things, stuff and junk. We also had a darling green crack beetle. A real crowd puller, let me tell you. Unfortunately, it ran off the day before yesterday.
Ya veo.
Junior almost caught it.
A green beetle, hmm? Hello, Mr. Church Mouse.
Oh, it's you. The boy with the hat and the tight purse strings. Don't worry, this time Junior isn't after your piggy bank. The best...
Uy.
Your son is a magician too? I don't believe it.
Yes, pretty amazing, isn't it? You thought there was no such thing as magic.
No, I just meant...
You will be proven wrong.
But I didn't say that.
When the great Church Mouse Jr. mysteriously empties this glass of water without touching it.
Well, I can't wait. Maybe I'll learn another one of my 4 spells here. Eh? Is the water level going down? How long is this going to take?
Could you maybe put the nut in the water glass? Sometimes Junior has a bit of stage fright.
Okay.
At last, someone's coming on stage.
Hey, Jerry!
We didn't know you were performing here too.
I'm just helping out.
Put the nut in the glass and stop stealing the show from Junior.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Whoa! Completely soaked up. The glass is almost dry.
That's darn handy if you have to drain something.
I could really use a nut like that.
Indeed, it is magic. Please, not too much applause.
I think that's usually called sleight of hand.
Thank you for your kind attention. You can now see Junior every evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior.
So, did Junior find the nut, or where does he come in?
No idea.
Can I borrow your water nut?
The water nut? But that is Junior's most popular trick.
It's also his only trick, isn't it?
You mean Junior should expand his repertoire?
Exactly. Or better still, perform without a nut.
Without a nut? Oh, that is a revolutionary concept that has never been attempted in Mousewood. All right. I always say, laughing customers are paying customers. So show me a show that makes the audience laugh. If it works, we'll swap your program for the water nut.
Okay. You want jokes? I'll improvise for you.
Well then, good luck. And now, opening for the wonderful Church Mouse Junior, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry!
Are we getting the nut again?
No, now it's time for a laugh.
Oh no, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Here it comes. Well, why did the chicken cross the road?
What?
You can't be serious.
Our cousin Henry lives on the road. At least that's where he used to live. Now he lives in the hospital.
Bueno, está vivo.
I didn't know.
Jerry,
It's all right.
But it isn't funny either.
get off the stage.
Again, I'm sorry.
No offence taken. He didn't mean it like that.
I know.
Jerry, you can't tell road jokes to hedgehogs. Everybody knows that. Here, take the paper and pencil and go look for good jokes. Jokes that the local audience can appreciate.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. Thanks. How's business?
Super. When I'm enjoying my well-deserved retirement on Coconut Palm Island, Junior shouldn't have to worry. This show will give him a second source of income, along with dealing in things, stuff and junk. Cash is bound to start pouring in soon. We also had a darling green crack beetle. A real crowd puller, let me tell you. Unfortunately, it ran off the day before yesterday. Junior almost caught it.
A green beetle, Break a leg. I have to go.
Break a leg? Is that supposed to be funny? What strange children some parents have. Isn't that right, Junior? Exactly.
I think I know how I can replace the water nut.
All right. I always say, so show me a show that makes the audience laugh. If it works, we'll swap.
Okay.
Ah, vale, los chistes son para
I can't think of anything right now.
sustituir.
Break a leg.
What's true? Isn't that exact?
Mr. Churchmouse said I should look for authentic mousewood material for jokes. Maybe then he'll even give me his water nut.
Vale.
Closed. Too bad. It looks comfy even at night. Good evening.
Who? What?
It's only me. Good evening.
Well, it's evening anyway, but I'm not complaining. Still, I'm tired and thirsty and this shift is lasting forever. Actually, I'd rather be working on my novel some more. It's called Penny the Pudgy Pyromaniac.
You're an author? What's your name?
Penny. Don't volunteer for the night shift, they said. And now...
But I think you were complaining.
Ay,
Hello?
pobrecito. Está dormido.
Who's there?
Still me.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! Oh no! What if a crow had come? Or my superior? I need some strong black coffee very, very urgently. Why is Anya's cafe closed at night? Why? Why?
Okay, I'll try to get you a mug of coffee.
Huh? What? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No problem. I'd advise you to avoid counting sheep, though.
Sheep, fluffy, soft, sheep.
¿Qué sitio me queda ver por aquí? La fiesta. Afuera. Ah.
That won't do. There are...
No tengo nada, ¿no? Para eso.
That won't work.
Ay, mira, me puedo colar en el ayuntamiento. Esto ya es el centro de la ciudad y esto es la salida, que no sé si me van a dejar salir, así que vamos a mirar primero el ayuntamiento.
Uh-oh, I think Conrad is still awake. This armor could have been made for a sparrow, or a mouse with an ice cream cone in its face. Sort of a summer armor. Rather boring paperwork. Old, but boring. What's that? Another card.
He encontrado una carta, vale.
A net with nuts for a healthy between-meal snack. Conrad said these nuts are the town treasury. Apparently money does grow on trees. The Great Zaroff, clairvoyant illusionist, coming soon to a theatre near you. Another advertisement for Zaroff. A little firewood, some ashes, but nothing else interesting. No mysterious charred letters or any secret items. Too bad.
Secretos.
Oh, she's asleep. Brave little girl. Hello? Mr. Conrad Owl?
No.
Your
caramel-coloured fur. Just like toffee fudge.
¿Qué demonios?
I think he's asleep.
Yum.
Locked. I'll just go in through the window.
Vale, vamos a subir.
Oh man, it's really dark up here. And cold too. At home, I'm not allowed to climb around on rooftops. At home, I'd be reading comics under the covers with a flashlight now. I could get to the tree by climbing over the branch, but it's way too dark up here. One false step and I'd rather not think about it.
Vale, esto tendré que hacerlo cuando tenga la linterna, entiendo, o sea que vámonos. Voy a guardar, no vaya a ser que esto... Vale, vamos a ver si nos dejan salir.
At night, you have a wonderful view of the stars from here, but you can see them best from the fields near the bridge. Too bad my friend was moved to guard duty on the river after the last crow attack. I tried to chat with that poor guy up on the wall, but at night he makes no sense whatsoever.
Como que se lo han llevado.
This statue looks like a mouse, like a grumpy city guy. Faced with something like that, you feel a lot more cheerful yourself. Some company that is for the real gods.
Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, what's going on here?
The bodies are my due, for I discovered him, freed him from the prison of his existence, and made him useful to us.
The belongings are my due, for I placed the 4 metals in his hands. When his vengeance is at hand, our work begins.
The land is my due, for I let him know the order in which he must drive them into the trunk. When their power comes to bear, our work shall begin.
Eh?
The souls are my due. From me, he knows how many blows he must strike. Once he has struck them, we will go to work.
Someone is listening.
Only a child.
A human.
One of us.
Excuse me?
No? A child. We worry about you.
Humans like us tend to worry.
If you look closely, you can see the worry in our faces.
Boy, who knows that you are here?
What if you were to disappear on an ill-fated night such as this?
Ill-fated? But I...
Soon this world will be healed.
No more worries about money.
About land.
About luck. About health.
But you make us worry.
Pero Dios mío, ¿son los jinetes del apocalipsis o cómo?
I have to be careful or the chocolate will... That's what Mum...
Come to us, Jerry.
Oh, how did they get here so fast?
Jerry, behind this portal lies another world, strange to us, but home to you. There you must learn your first spell. That is our tradition.
How exciting!
This time we will open the portal for you. Seek the ancient toad we saw at the foot of the portal tree. It is old.
I have seen in your cards that the toad will keep a spell ready for you to learn. Probably.
Arrow, stick to your script.
Oh. Good luck, young apprentice.
Well then.
Bueno, quería investigar. Bueno, pues da igual. Supongo que ya volveremos. En algún momento. ¡Ay, los gorriones!
I'm home again. Huh. I was sort of afraid I'd come out somewhere odd. Everything is suddenly so small and normal. What? Well, almost normal. Has the toad really always sat there? I've climbed around on these stones so many times. Oh man.
El sapo gigante está profundamente dormido. ¿Cuál será la razón? El ratón que vigila el cañón tiene problemas para mantenerse despierto por las noches. Los habitantes de Bosquerratón no encuentran la gracia de los chistes de Jerry. ¿Dónde podría encontrar unos que les hiciesen reír? El señor Ratigles y su hijo Junior tienen un increíble nuez de agua y están dispuestos a negociar. Las liebres están celebrando un cumpleaños, pero Jerry no está invitado y ni siquiera tienen pastel. ¡Qué lástima!
The woodpecker. It says...
¡Ay, qué lindo!
Working just fine the last time.
¡Uy! Ha desaparecido.
Ah, it works! Wonderful! Ah, you did a great job. The electromagical apparatus is uncoupled from the flow of time. It processes information from the past and future and prints it out in pictures on cards pressed from the leaves of portal trees.
Señor.
May I take them?
Of course.
Señor. Pero... Espérate, vamos a repetir esto porque... O sea, perdona, ¿dónde está el Marqués de Joto? Ha desaparecido.
These 16 cards can already tell you a lot about your trade, but the machine.
Que sí, déjame.
Another card.
Que sí, vamos a ver, espérate.
But that's me.
Por favor, ya vale.